Goal for England now, and in 3 minutes' time they might be in the final. Here's Cole Palmer. Watkins making a good run forward here, and he slipped him inside the penalty area, and he's hit it. Oh! Has he hit it? He's just won it. Ollie Watkins has just scored the goal that surely takes England into the final of the European Championships.
Looks like the three lines are back again. Another major final for Gareth, but are you backing him? Call after call on talkSPORT about sacking him. Football's coming home. Is it finally happening? Yeah, I don't know, but I know something feels different. Every single sub comes on for England that makes a difference. Last minute overheads coming from behind. Winning penalty shootouts, never running out of time. A team full of brilliance, newfound resilience. Written in the stars, or is it all coincidence? At times we've been poor, criticise our core. You could even say we got here because the luck of the draw. But some things in life are clearly meant to be. Like when the Lionesses won the Euros beating Germany. There's the stars and we should all aim at them. Hearing Hey Jude being sung from the stadium.
Jude Bellingham.
Is it finally coming home? I've been waiting all my life to see the day that England's filled with pride. I'm not alone. Is it finally coming home? I can see it in their eyes. Now's the time to make history as England reunites. It's the Euro Saturday session here on talkSPORT with me, Majestic, and former Premier League manager Alan Pardew. You like that, Pards?
That was good, mate. I enjoyed that. Very good, yeah.
Yeah, the gaffer gave me the, he said, Madge, we need you to make a song for the final.
Come on, that's different class, mate. That could be number one Monday.
Is it finally coming home? That's the question.
We needed a new take on that, didn't we? We can't keep going.
So, yeah, if you do like that, head over to my Instagram page at Majestic Online. I think we just put it up online just now. A lot of people have been messaging me because we've been playing it on the station, on the network, over a few shows, and I've had lots of messages. People say, where can I listen to it? So, yeah, just head over at Majestic Online on Instagram if you want to go and have a listen to that right now and get you pumped for tomorrow because, of course, England take on Spain in the European Championship finals, and it will be live on talkSPORT. But right now, it's time to hear from you, the fans, thanks to Free.
The Three phone in on talkSPORT with Three, the UK's fastest 5G network. Verify at 3.co.uk/big network.
03717 223344 is the number to call. Just like Les, who's a Man City fan who joins us here on Euro Saturday session. How are we, Les?
Afternoon, guys. Are you well?
Yeah,
very well. How are you feeling for tomorrow, Les? Where are you watching it? Who are you watching it with?
Honestly, I'm going to be working anyway because we're working at one of the fan zones over in Lancashire. So that's. But I've got to be honest. I haven't been excited about this tournament since the team was released. And whether there's people out there that will agree or not, I don't think we deserve to be there. The football we've played has been sloppy. It's been slow. It's been dull. It's been boring. We've scraped through teams: Switzerland, Slovenia, Serbia. I don't get it. And for the last 2 or 3 days, all I've heard is, do we owe Gareth Southgate an apology? No, we don't. There's so much negativity with that team at this minute in time. We've got some of the best footballing talent in terms of youngsters with Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Bellingham, Saka, and they're not being allowed to play the way they do within the Premier League. We need a better manager to be able to manage that talent properly. We should be absolutely smashing teams down.
I have to laugh, Les. I got to laugh because, you know, we have no right to smash anybody. Nobody has smashed any team. Spain give Italy the runaround, right?
I get that. I get that.
They're the only team that give anyone a runaround. Every other game has been tight as, and it is tight competition. And the defensive work in this in this Euros has probably been the best I've seen throughout.
That's why it's been so low scoring.
Yeah, across the board. Not you know, all of the teams. Now I get where you're coming from.
Good teams like Turkey have played well. Switzerland have played well.
Georgia beat Portugal 2-0.
Georgia.
They're all strong.
On paper, with that team we've got some world-class superstars in that team, and they're just not being managed the right way. So for me, Southgate has to go, and we need a manager now with a little bit of flair that will allow the team to go and do what they need to do, attacking football instead of going back. For me, Gareth just sees it as, through his defender's eyes, as far as I'm concerned. It's all negative.
So in terms of like those players and getting to the play, etc., it'd be good to get Pard's take on this. I've heard ex-managers talk about how to manage players, and like you said, there is some incredible young talent in that team. That team fight for Gareth Southgate into the dying embers of games, and we've seen that happen. There's a never say die attitude about this team, which is giving me a little bit more confidence as we've gone on. You thought, first of all, hang about, he got away with it. Then it happens again. Then it happens again. And then you talk to former players and you ask them, look, is there a manager that you would have gone an extra mile for? And they're like, absolutely. Pards, Gareth Southgate's got to take credit for that, surely.
Yeah, of course. Listen, the one thing you say about Gareth, he's an up-and-down citizen. There's nothing about him that can irritate you other than him not picking you, perhaps, because he's not a type to kind of confrontation. You can just tell. And I know him well to know that. So players who he selects and he has belief in and he sticks by in the press are going to be strong for him. And that has shown in the game. Tactically, some of the performances in terms of our movement and our choice of players in certain positions, you question any manager. Any manager. They always make you've got to fit sometimes. You fit players in. We've seen it with Lampard and Gerrard over the years and different players. We try and fit it for it to work, and it doesn't always work. The balance since he changed the shape is better. We have more options offensively, but throughout the tournament, and Les is right on this fact, he does have one eye. He does have one eye as a defender. He does. Yeah. Because defensively, we've been really sound. Forget about goals we've conceded. We ain't offered up many chances, actually.
No, I don't think we have.
It's not like a team have had chance after chance after chance.
And you think the Dutch game outside the box, the Denmark game outside the box.
Absolutely.
Great goals. So, absolutely great call. Thank you, Les. Let's go with Michael, who's an Aston Villa fan. Afternoon, Michael.
Hi, I just want to voice my opinion on Gareth Southgate.
Absolutely.
I think he should stay. He's the most successful manager. It doesn't matter if he loses this tournament. Obviously, we all want him to win. Who would we rather have in charge? Let's go back to the Sven-Göran Eriksson days, the Fabio Capello.
Correct.
In the golden era, where we didn't achieve anything. We lost in the quarterfinals.
There's no Villa bias here, is there, Michael? I know he's one of yours.
Well, yeah, that's true as well. And defense, being a defender, if we're not conceding, at least then we've done half. We've won half the game. If we score one goal, we've won the game. Yes,
but I want to go around, Michael. Just one thing that you said there is interesting, right? Because we started hiring foreign coaches, and there was a definite disconnect between the group and Capello for absolutely sure. And a couple of them, you see a couple of the older players on blogs and stuff like that and on shows like this saying there was a massive disconnect.
Oh, they've said it.
Because of the cultural differences.
Yeah.
So, I honestly believe an English manager is actually key to being successful in England because they know the individuals they know where they were born, they know exactly how they were brought up, they know the infrastructure of this country, and I think that's very, very important. And Gareth has been the under-21 manager, and ironically, this is the first tournament, I think, I might be wrong, that the under-21 managers are now the senior managers in the senior final. Because the Spanish manager was the under-21 manager. So now they've both graduated. Both, actually, the Spanish manager wasn't good enough to the Spanish supporters before this tournament. Probably wasn't experienced enough. And he's got them to the final in an outstanding way. And you're quite right. And Les was right, the Man City fan. We've kind of got there somehow, haven't we? We've got there through resilience and a bit of English character and a bit of grit.
And moments.
And some technical moments. Yeah.
Whereas, for example, in 2004, when Greece got there and won the whole thing, that was through grit and determination. Yeah. We've had some world-class moments. Bellingham, seeing Saka's goal against Switzerland.
Some Watkins Manu moments. Some Foden moments. Got that goal that got cleared off the line. Sorry, the chance. There was an unbelievable feat, and stuff like that. So we know we've got the talent within the group. And this is going to be a real big test, and which we'll come on to later about the Spanish, because I've watched them. I've seen them live twice, and I've seen the rest of the games on TV. They're a formidable side. It's going to be a really tough game, and it's great that we got that difference of opinion. Les and Michael coming from two different camps.
Well, let's find out and make it see who the winner is here, because Richard's a Chelsea fan and he can have his say. How are we doing, Richard?
I'm not too bad. How you guys doing?
I'm excited for tomorrow, mate. It's the eve of England playing a final. Where are you watching it, mate?
It is my Christmas tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's England Eve. Where are you watching it? Who with?
Well, I'm watching it with my family, just at the local pub around near where I am. It's a big screen, so plenty of family and friends around. So yeah, I can't wait.
How many generations of your family will be together? I've got 3. I've got myself, my son, and my grand and my dad.
Well, I have my brother and my sister, and luckily my parents live in Italy, the lucky sod, so I won't be able to watch it with them.
So listen, Gareth Southgate, your thoughts on him? Should he stay? Should he go?
He absolutely should stay. Not only that, early on in the program, we was talking about whether Southgate he absolutely should be named manager of the tournament with the UEFA. I think he should absolutely stay.
Well, I mean, it's, as I say, it's funny how managers are perceived, because obviously I was Newcastle manager, a lot of criticism there, but you win 2-3 games and suddenly, the world changes for you as a manager. And when you're the England manager, it changes from game to game and day to day. And Gareth finds himself from, I don't know, 8 days ago, Madge, from actually, I don't know how much support he'd have had on this TV, on this talkSPORT show or any show. He'd have had like 20% saying, "Oh, Gareth should stay." But now he's up to sort of 80%, isn't he? It just goes to show you how quickly things change. Now, that feeling will change tomorrow with regards to the result, and I think we're all aware of that. So, God willing, we win. And Gareth stays on. That's where I'm sitting from, and I hope you are too, Richard. Is he there?
I think you're only as good as your last performance.
Correct.
And and that's the problem. But I think looking back through the tournament in years to come, I think this will be a massive success. We go on to win it. Gareth Southgate saves a new job, back to back, go to the World Cup. Absolutely amazing job.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Richard. That was absolutely fantastic. That is all thanks for 3.
Was ist das? talkSPORT?